All right, joining us now here on In the Circle at D1 Softball, powered by 643. We get a chance to talk to, of course, the two-time American Conference Defensive Player of the Year. Of course, the seniors led USF to the NCAA tournament last year. Has been part of the Puerto Rican national team. Speak of Kathy Garcia-Soto joining us. How you doing?
Good, I'm doing good. How are you?
Doing great. When you look back at last year, what comes to your mind?
Uh, just honestly, the team, just the unison, us being together and just going through the season and just having fun and playing ball.
When you look at this year's group, you got obviously 11 new faces. You got a good core coming back. What's it been like this fall?
It's been good, obviously, having the new guys, just being able to adapt and get to learn our process and just how we do things. And it's been running good and just excited to see what we can do in the spring. Really excited for this group. And yeah.
How would you describe yourself as a player for those that maybe haven't watched you play?
Um, that's a loaded question. I'm kidding. I think I would just be, I'm very energetic, always high energy, trying to make something happen, a team player, just finding ways to make the game happen. And yeah.
When I say you're a two-time Defensive Player of the Year, what's good? What's the first thing that pops in your mind?
I mean, defense, obviously, just, making plays and knowing that when I do make those plays, my teammates come off my back and I wouldn't be able to do those, with our first basemen, not like, making the picks and stuff like that, just having them there with me.
You've been on SportsCenter a few times throughout your career. What's that like when you first see yourself on a SportsCenter top 10 highlight?
I mean, it's cool, obviously, being able to see that and knowing that like the school is getting like the recognition it deserves, whether it's me, whether it's one of my teammates, but just having like being able to put USF like on that pedestal and having it up there.
I know you as a team went to Puerto Rico a few months back. What was that experience like for the team, and what was it like for you to be with the team in Puerto Rico?
That was fun. So actually, when we went to Puerto Rico, I was playing with the Puerto Rico team because we were oh, hello. Oh, there we go. We were playing for the Puerto Rico. I was playing for the Puerto Rico team. Was staying with USF, traveling with them. So it was just fun having a little like fun like back and forth about like who's gonna win that day. And just having the girls experience Puerto Rico, different parts of the island was really cool, and just them learning the culture and just knowing and understanding like how like me and Carla are, and just how we are, why we are the way we are.
So what did Coach Carla give the tour? Was it you that gave the tour to the team? Like who's in charge of that? Was that Coach Carla or was it you?
So Carla was in charge of, organizing all of it and stuff like that. And then obviously we had people that where we went, they kind of explained where we were at and just gave us the lowdown on everywhere and everything we were doing.
What's it been like? What's it like representing your Puerto Rico played softball? You've been playing for them now since 2023. What's that been like? And is 2028 something in your vision?
Yeah, so I'm always very passionate about playing with Puerto Rico. Just having being able to have those 10 letters on my chest is everything. And not only like wearing it, but also continuing like the legacy of that Puerto Rico has done and just continuing that and just representing the island. Like they always support us no matter what. And it's just it's an amazing feeling that's so hard to describe because I just get the chills talking about it every time because it's bigger than the team. It's bigger than we are. Yeah, it's really amazing. And yeah, 2020 is definitely something in my vision and my line of focus next, and just continuing to train and find a way to get there.
I like that. It means you're going to keep playing for a while. So I like the sound of that. What got you into playing softball growing up?
So growing up, I played different sports, but my mom and my dad both played. They played baseball, softball, and just I kind of just fell in love with it. And I played when I was about 5 years old, playing t-ball. And my mom would, growing up, would tell me her stories because she also played for the national team for Puerto Rico. And she would just, tell me her stories about her playing and traveling. And it wasn't necessarily even the softball that got me excited to play for the national team, but it was just the being with your team and that bonding, like you can't replace that experience with anything else. And that was just so exciting to me. And just her being able to represent through all her struggles and everything of life, like she was still able to go out there and play for her country. So that just inspired me not only to continue to play softball, but also like look and strive to also play and represent Puerto Rico.
Do you remember the day you found out you made the Puerto Rican national team?
Well, I started playing in 15U in like 2019, something like that, maybe earlier. Yeah, 2019. That was so exciting. I was actually able to play with one of my mom's teammates' daughters, Brianna Roberts. So she was also, it was kind of like a big moment for them because it was my mom and her teammate. And then my teammate was also, it was just a really cool, surreal experience. We went to Colombia. It didn't end the way we wanted. We got fourth place, but it was just such an exciting experience to finally be able to wear those letters proudly. And um, it's been, an uphill battle since then. Playing with the national team the next year, we went to Peru and Colombia. That was the first year we finally got like bronze medals as like the young kids, and yeah, just exciting. My first tournament with the adult team was in Birmingham, Alabama. Um, I just remember playing third base and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is real. Like I'm here, like I'm playing with the national team. And yeah, it was really fun experience. Every experience with the national team is fun. So yeah.
How'd you end up at South Florida?
Um yeah. Yeah. So I did my verbal visit when I was in eighth grade. The rule wasn't still in place yet. I did my first visit was USF. And it was good. Obviously, like my parents had a big influence on me. It was good. It's a good school, great coaches, and just like the spot was, the spot was great, close to home, and they could come, especially with my brother. They come to games. They come to every single game. So it was just the perfect fit. And when I got here, it just made it like stamped it on there. Like it was good.
That's good. What's it like playing for Coach Navas, who's got her own background in defense?
Paying her money.
No, I love Navi. Honestly, she really like pushes us out there, and it's just so fun being able to go out there every day and field, whether we have our ups and downs. We know like she always wants the best for us, and even like having her with the Puerto Rico team, I say like she's my sane and peace when we go to these trips. Sometimes it's hard traveling. You don't get to be with your teammates, and it's a really quick turnaround. So just having somebody there that I can just talk to and just like she just understands me and all that stuff. So it's really good. Love having her.
I remember talking to Coach Eriksen, like your freshman, sophomore year in person. He said you were one of the most best defensive skilled players he's ever coached and that you love playing defense. Is that accurate about loving playing defense? Where did that come from?
There's just so many things to do. It's endless possibilities with defense, and my brain is always working, and there could be one situation I'm thinking about 20 different ones that could possibly happen, whether it's a blooper, whether it's like a chopper, anything you can imagine. I'm probably already thinking about it and just envisioning it happening. It's just really exciting. There's so many things that you can do when you have control of the ball. So yeah.
Tell me about a couple of your teammates that you think should get like more credit or maybe it's under the radar that you enjoy playing that you're like, hey, watch this player. This player is really good.
I mean, all of them have their own like unique, like everybody has obviously their own unique play of style. We got Dania at third, she's quick, she's twitchy, um, out there. We got Alex Wilkes, she's very, very good, both on the defense and offensive side. Um, making plays everywhere. Just everybody's so exciting to watch. Even Jamia at first, being able to just do what first basemen do good and make us other infielders look good. Because sometimes, we make a great play and we just kind of let loose of the ball and hope that our first baseman gets in. She just does a really good job at doing that.
The experience of winning that championship at home last year. Take me through that game. Because I know there's been, South Florida did a documentary on it. I know when I had a chance to talk to Coach Eriksen a little bit after that, it was one of the most exciting games of his career, which is saying something. He's been here a minute. Describe that moment for you and that team when you came from behind to beat North Texas.
I mean, I'm already like just talking about it. It's funny because the other day, me and some of the girls just watched the video again on YouTube, and we all were like about to start crying because just like reliving that moment. It was just amazing. I think just going to the game, we all wanted it. We all wanted it. We all were in it together, and and some things just didn't go our way. We were hitting the ball and just things were getting caught, and things happen. Things don't go your way all the time. And rain happened. God made it happen. Like rain happened. We did our little rain delay. We kind of got together and just kind of, I felt like that was our time to really embrace the moment and embrace where we were at. And I think that just gave us the confidence to just really, really just be with each other and trust each other throughout that process. And once we left that weight room, we were just so much more connected. We were connected before, but I mean, it was just something different. And after that, it was like we were locked in for sure. Like nothing was getting past us. We were finding a way to win that game, and we did it. So yeah, it was real.
It sounds like that's motivation for this group to kind of try to repeat that again, right? And get back to the regionals. You obviously went to the Tallahassee regionals. Is that the veterans kind of have that as motivation, you and the returners?
Yeah, I mean, just we know that we have the capability and the abilities to do so. And just continuing, we know what we did to get there and what we need to do to continue to go past, the regionals and stuff. So just making sure that we imply to these new kids, like, just the work ethic and stuff like that that we did to get there and continue to do that throughout the spring.
What have you worked on this offseason in your own game?
For me personally, just really focusing on maintaining consistent through my hitting, and just continue to work on the left side and the right side because I'm still switch hitting. Just again, just being more consistent, being able to have all the tools in my toolbox sharpened, so I can pull it out and use what I need to do for the team.
What's your goals outside of softball?
Outside of softball, I'm planning on either continuing to go down the path and become a veterinarian,
Okay.
or do something more like sports related, whether it's media or management, something related to that. So they're two different completely stuff. So, but one or the other, just depending on kind of how this year goes and moving forward.
I can help you on the media side. Not sure about the other one. You're on your own on that one and that deal. You could probably pick like Georgina Korig's brain, who's done some commentary in some of your games there. For that, Ken Eriksen, obviously your coach. What's it like playing for him?
It's cool. I mean, he's very smart. He's been around the game so long, just has experienced so many things. And even with the USA team, I feel like he understands also the struggles of being with the Puerto Rico team in terms of like coming back and be needing breaks and stuff because it's really important when you're going all year round playing that we take breaks even though we don't want to. So he really understands that. Yeah, he's just very intellectual. I know I can go up to him and ask him questions about the game, different situations, and he always like has an answer. And yeah.
Got a lot of stories. He's got a good, funny humor as well, right?
Oh yeah. There's always a story.
there you. So I talked to Georgina Korik and Josie Foreman about this. Each of them have their favorite, like, oh yeah, this is my favorite Coach Eriksen story. He tells us. Like, do you have a favorite story that Coach Eriksen tells?
Mm. I'm between two. The first one is about him playing in college and how he pretty much dropped the ball. Like he did not do good. He went out there, he was ready, and he made errors like back to back, came into the dugout, and the coach just gave him pep talk like, "Hey, like it's your first game, like you're fine, like you're gonna do good." And then he's already motivated. The coach motivated him. His team gets 3 outs. He goes to go to the field, and the coach's like, but not today. Like you're good. Just stay there. And that one's really funny. And just the ladder one, just basically as a little kid, somebody stole his fire truck ladder and his thing is grab your ladder. Like who has my ladder? They stole my ladder. So that one's really funny.
Ooh,
And
I've never heard the latter story. That's
yeah.
new. Okay. Look, he's got to tell you, he's like an encyclopedia. He's got a
Yeah.
ton of stories there. I did not hear the latter story. That's pretty good. Very good. Josie Foreman, I spoke to her last year. She was an amazing leader on this team. You don't replace people like that. Do you feel like they talk about the leadership on this group? I would assume you're one of them as a senior. Who are the other leaders on this team, and how do you lead? Do you lead by example, or are you more of a vocal leader?
I think yeah, both, but I feel like all of the seniors for the most part are really taking part in making sure that again, the new folks know what we're doing and doing it right. There's not necessarily one person obviously doing it, whether it's infield, outfield, hitting wise. We all definitely contribute together to make sure that one, it's a safe space for everybody to be able to vocalize whatever they need to and just be okay with like asking questions and stopping if we need to stop and figuring things out together. But yeah, on the vocal or lead by example, I'm kind of both, lead by example and vocal, whatever the team needs. I'm trying to make sure it's vocalized, obviously, on the field, whether it's making sure we're doing defense right or stuff like that. Just, yep, anything the team needs, I'm doing.
All right, last thing before I let you go. American Conference, great league, number 5 best league in the sport last year. Is going to be strong again this year. What's it like playing in the American, and what's the key to having success that I know you all have goals internally?
I mean, the Americans are really good. It's competitive conference. Obviously, you never know what you're gonna get every weekend. So everybody wants to beat you, so you can't just go up there thinking that it's gonna be a game where you can just roll over and just do whatever you do every day. You got to go out there each day, each weekend, and just make sure you're competing every inning, every out. Step on the gas and you can't let go.
What's the
Especially
la- What's the lasting legacy you want to leave? When people bring you up, you come back to Alumni Day a few years from now. What do you want people to say?
just more about my character, how I was as a teammate, and just continue just to be a good teammate, rally. Definitely my loudness for sure. But yeah.
Well, I look forward to it. But in the meantime, you got a lot of softball to go in your career, so that's exciting. Listen, thank you so much. It was great to talk to you. I enjoy watching you play. You're a fun defensive player and overall player, but your defense, you are like a highlight film. And like I said, you become a fan favorite in the program's history. Thank you so much. Good luck this season, and thanks for talking to us here on In the Circle at D1 Softball.
Yep. Thank you.